A businessman who represented Northwest Pennsylvania in the state Senate, Morrow Lowry was a fierce abolitionist and ally to the Black community, and a man strongly committed to social justice. Born in 1813 in Chautauqua County, New York, Lowry's family moved to Erie shortly after. After a brief return to Chautauqua County, Lowry moved back to northeast Erie County to work with his cousin's hardware store. At age 19, Lowry began pursuing his own business career, setting himself up to eventually become one of Erie's most successful businessmen. His passion for business carried over into his abolition work as he grew older. He met John Brown while working as a merchant in Crawford, and the two quickly bonded over their similar interests. Brown ran several underground railroad trails and helped fugitive slaves escape to Canada. Influenced by Brown's lead, Lowry immersed himself in the same process of helping fugitive slaves reach their destinations to freedom. Lowry served in the Pennsylvania State House from 1861 to 1869. He worked to push for legislation on abolition and debt relief for the poor. In the aftermath of the raid on Harper's Ferry in 1859, Lowry bid farewell to Brown as Brown sat in jail awaiting his execution in December. Lowry supported Lincoln's campaign and presidency, drawn in by Lincoln's support for all people. He used his platform to publicly advocate for figures such as Lincoln, who worked with abolitionist movements. During the Confederate uprising in Baltimore in April 1861, Lowry served as a spy for Governor Curtin and Simon Cameron. During the Civil War, he financed Erie's 83rd Regiment of the Union Army and became known as the moral conscience of the Senate. The Lowry Building housed the True American, an abolitionist newspaper founded in 1845, which helped disseminate vital information among abolitionists in the region during the pre-Civil War era. Decades later, when the Sisters of Mercy came to Erie to establish a women's college, they settled on a 75-acre parcel of land bequeathed by Morrow Lowry to his granddaughter, Annie Lyon. It seems divinely ordained that the land once owned by a champion of abolition and other progressive causes would become home to Mercyhurst College. The Sisters of Mercy established a mission that would seek to embrace racial justice and the more just world long sought by Morrow Lowry. Mercyhurst students and faculty actively participated in civil rights events in the 1960s, creating an environment for a strong Black Students for Unity to grow on campus. In 1965, Sister Carolyn Herman, president of Mercyhurst, led more than 200 faculty members, students, and other Sisters of Mercy on a march to honor voting rights activists in Selma, Alabama, who had been beaten just days before in the event known as Bloody Sunday. Faculty members John Lincourt and Joseph Cashore, along with some students, made the trip from Erie to Selma to take part in the Selma to Montgomery March. BSU's commitment to this cause contributed to the nationwide Black student movement at the time and paved the way for more student activism in the years ahead. Mercyhurst's Black Students for Unity remains a force to this day. In September 2020, BSU, along with Moralizer, a social activism platform, hosted a Mercy March for Black Lives. About 300 students attended in support of the cause. During the march, Mercyhurst students read poems and gave speeches on personal encounters with racism. Students led several chants, such as Black Lives Matter, and took a knee for 9 minutes in honor of the murder of George Floyd. At the end of the march, students read a list of names of the victims of police brutality all across America. Lowry's legacy lives on at Mercyhurst through Black Students for Unity and also the Mercy mission and core values: socially merciful, globally responsible, compassionately hospitable, intellectually creative, and reflectively aware. These values root Mercyhurst in serving the greater community and recognizing the need for social justice worldwide.